When will RAM prices go back to normal? Prices
explaining the RAM crisis in 6.
If you thought RAM prices were bad,
wait, how is Apple dealing with the insane RAM prices right now? No. Wait.
Nobody freak out, but the RAM shortage might not be as bad as we think.
Yes, he is telling the truth. You can actually make some profit out of it. But first, picture this. You run a small computer shop. You open your supplier's email. RAM prices are up again, 20%, overnight. Everyone else panics, but you pause. Because price increases don't only destroy profits, sometimes they create them. The uncomfortable truth is this: rising RAM prices don't hurt everyone equally. They reward people who understand timing, inventory, and human behavior. And right now, RAM prices are rising for reasons most buyers don't see. A few years ago, RAM was boring, abundant, cheap, almost an afterthought. Then the world changed. Data centers exploded. AI models started eating memory like fuel. Phones, laptops, cars, everything needed more RAM. At the same time, manufacturers quietly slowed production. Not because they couldn't make more, because they didn't want to. The RAM market is controlled by a small club. 3 giants dominate global supply: Samsung Electronics, SK Hynix, and Micron Technology. When demand falls, they cut output. When demand rises, they raise prices first. Production comes later. That delay is where profit hides. Here's how the system actually works. RAM isn't priced daily like stocks. It moves in slow waves, quarterly contracts, long negotiations, lagging reactions. So when prices start climbing, the market doesn't adjust instantly. Retail prices follow wholesale prices. Wholesale prices follow contracts. Contracts follow expectations. That gap creates a window. If you already hold inventory when prices rise, your cost is fixed. Your selling price isn't. Sell too early, you miss upside. Wait too long, demand collapses. This is not investing, it's positioning. Now comes the uncomfortable math. Let's say you bought DDR4 RAM at 2,000 rupees per stick. Prices rise 30% over 3 months. Retail buyers don't notice immediately. PC builders do. Suddenly, your same stick sells at 2,600 rupees. Your margin didn't increase gradually, it jumped. But here's the irony. The moment everyone notices profits, the opportunity starts dying. New supply enters. Manufacturers quietly ramp production. Retailers overstock, expecting prices to keep rising. And then, prices flatten, or worse, drop. RAM price cycles don't end with explosions. They end with boredom. The real danger isn't missing the rise. It's believing the rise will last. People assume higher prices mean permanent scarcity. But RAM is not oil. Factories don't run dry. They pause. History shows this clearly. Every major RAM price spike, 2008, 2017, 2021, followed the same script. Shortage narrative, price surge, inventory hoarding, then oversupply, then a brutal collapse. Quiet, predictable, ruthless. So can you actually profit during rising RAM prices? Yes, but only if you're early and disciplined. The best profits aren't made by buying RAM after prices rise. They're made by holding RAM before anyone cares. And the worst losses come from confidence, from assuming demand will keep climbing, from forgetting who controls supply. Here's the part no one likes to admit. Most people don't lose money because prices fall. They lose money because prices stop rising. Margins vanish slowly. Inventory sits. Cash freezes. And suddenly, that hot market feels heavy. Zoom out, and the lesson gets bigger than RAM. This is how many tech component markets work. GPUs, SSDs, displays, controlled supply, cyclical pricing, delayed signals. If you understand that, price increases stop being scary. They become information. Information about who has leverage and for how long. So the real question isn't can you profit when RAM prices rise? It's this: when prices are climbing, are you early or are you already late and calling it opportunity?